There's one small trick that takes smashburger tacos to a whole new level. When I first posted the smashburger tacos recipe, I noticed a lot of people were searing the beef, flipping the tortilla right back into that grease, and then crisping up the back. When you bend the taco, not only does it crunch apart, all the toppings start dripping out, it's messy. I heard the complaints. But then it got me thinking, what if we did it on purpose? Not a bad idea. Let's show you how we make them. So to get started, we'll go ahead and prep the tacos. Now the first thing you're gonna need, a flour tortilla. And make sure you get a really good, high quality flour tortilla. It's almost a little see-through, not like those pita style tortillas that you'll find at the grocery store. And then of course meat. So I do recommend like 85-15 for this recipe. I like 80-20 for burgers, but it gets a little greasy with smashburger tacos. So now in the original recipe, what I did is I took the ball of meat and then put the tortilla on the back and then smashed it into the griddle, which is really awesome and a smashburger. However, when you're prepping a lot of these, what I like to do, especially because if I'm gonna do like a bunch for a party, I like to actually just grab the meat, smash it into the tortilla, and then what we'll do is we'll keep these on like a parchment paper lined sheet or wax paper, whatever you want, like on a baking sheet as you're kind of getting everything ready to go. And it's roughly about 3 to 3.5 ounces per taco. It just really depends on the size of your tortilla. But as you can see here, that's what it should look like. It will stick. And then we'll go ahead and get this on my baking sheet and just keep making these. So we will season these right before they go on. So if you wanted to prep these, let's say you're gonna make them for dinner or something later, you put these on the baking sheet and wrap the whole thing up in like some plastic wrap just to keep them nice and tight. It's not gonna make the tortillas too soggy or anything. Besides, we're gonna do something to those tortillas today anyway that's gonna transform these bad boys. So I'm gonna go ahead and fill up a baking sheet of these, and then we're gonna get to seasoning and firing them up. All right, so we have this sheet of tacos prepared here with the tortillas and the meat, and what I'm gonna go ahead and do is season them. I've got the griddle just preheating outside. We'll go take a peek at that in a minute. And you just wanna season with whatever you would use for burger seasoning. So I'm gonna use my seasoning Canyon Crust, which is great on everything beef. And we only need to season the top. It's real thin. It's not gonna make a huge difference if you try to get the back. You'll get all the flavor, don't worry. And then that way we can go ahead and throw these on the griddle in just a minute here. All right, so I'm gonna season my last one. We could talk about equipment that we'll want. So this recipe happens pretty fast, so you're gonna wanna have everything handy. So we've got this sheet of the seasoned smashburger tacos ready to go. You're gonna need an oil, like a neutral oil. I'm actually using some melted beef tallow. Avocado oil works really well too. And then for filling, so today, since we're making the fried smashburger tacos, we're gonna wanna have something nice inside. So I have got some pepper jack cheese. It's really good if you have a melty cheese, since we're gonna fold that in. And then if you wanna add something crunchy, go for it. I've just got some sliced jalapenos, obviously it's chilies and smoke. And then something else that's a bonus that's gonna be really helpful is, since we're frying things, you don't want the tacos to get like really soggy as they sit on a plate. So I have a wire rack here, if you can see this, from a baking sheet. So I actually like to set this on the griddle gently to the side, and that way the tacos can kind of sit up here, stay nice and warm, not get soggy sitting on a plate. So I do recommend a small wire rack if you've got that for your griddle too. Last, I just need a big spatula. I'll go find that, and then let's get cooking. All right, so the griddle's heated up. I've got it on about a medium heat. This side I actually have on very low, and you can see it's because I'm gonna put the baking sheet rack over here. So this will be our warming rack. Just, you don't need to press that down and scratch your surface. And then here's where we'll fry. So I'm gonna make one so you can see the whole process, and then we'll bust out the rest, because it happens really fast. That's why you need everything ready to go. So hot griddle, I'm just gonna put a tiny dab of some beef fat on here. Don't need a lot. And smear that around a little bit. Okay, so I'm gonna grab the smashburger taco. We'll go ahead and just throw that down. And you could use a burger press or the spatula if you want. Just smash it down to make sure that it gets a nice sear on the whole surface. Okay, so we're pretty much ready to go. So let's go ahead and start to scrape this off the bottom here. There you go. So we've got great brown surface. Now what I'm gonna do is add the pepper jack cheese and some of the jalapenos. Now normally I would go ahead and say this is pretty much done as a smash burger taco. It's gonna toast a little lightly. However, today, since we're gonna fry it, push in the middle, and then we'll flip it closed. And just like the tacos dorados, we're gonna go ahead and let that hang out over here and fry. All right, that is pretty crispy there, so let's take a closer peek. You can see that that's melty, crispy, beefy. The jalapenos are in there. That's gonna taste so good. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead, set this on the warming rack, and now that we're prepped, let's go ahead and make a few. And a little bit more of the beef fat on here. All right. You see these only take maybe 2 minutes or so, if that, to sear, especially when you've got the griddle working overtime for you. All right, these are ready to go. Let's get these flipped. Get some cheese on them. Let me know in the comments what kind of toppings you'd put on these. I love to keep it pretty simple here. Love cheese, love jalapenos, something crunchy. Not something wet. These are almost like quesadillas, but I know people get so mad if I call them quesadillas. One more flip. Cook them until they're crispy enough on either side. You don't need a super scorching surface to be able to fry these. Look at that one, holy crap. All right, I'm gonna finish these up. I'll meet you inside and we'll taste test them. All right, so we have the whole tray of the fried smash burger tacos. And what I really like about using this baking sheet with the wire rack is if you wanted to keep it warm, you could pop the whole thing in the oven. It'll make sure that the tortillas stay off the surface so that they get circulation. You could throw it in the air fryer for a quick second if you needed to, but either way, let's give these a try. All right, I'm just diving in. These don't need a burger sauce or anything. You've got that great brown Maillard reaction of the smash burger, the cheese holding it together, the jalapeno is perfect. If you drain the liquid from some pickles, that might be really good in here too, but I think less is more when it comes to these. I actually think I might prefer these to the original smash burger tacos. I'd love to know what other kind of combos that you guys would try. I'm gonna rip one apart for the sake of it. Ooh, that's a good one. Oh my gosh. You guys have got to give these a try. Barely any more effort than a smash burger taco, which is already stupid easy. Let me know if you do, and tell me what your favorite toppings are in the comments below. Hope to see you guys next time. Cheers.